If you're somebody who deals with a lot of stress and even burnout, and I hope that my personal story will help you understand that we should all listen to our bodies more whenever it tells us to take a break. If you're searching for something to help you relax fast, then just comment sing and relax below. I'm going to reach out and give you a link to a free singing meditation. You don't need to be a singer to be able to do that. It only takes 10 minutes and it's very, very relaxing. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Energy. I'm a singing teacher. I have 20 years of teaching experience and I also create singing meditations for people to help people relax by using their singing voices. So I help people get from stressed out to relax, which is very, very funny because if you had met me 20 years ago, I was so stressed out, you would have never thought I'd be here helping you with relaxation. So I hope my story helps you. There is a way out of burnout, there is a way out of being stressed out, and I'm the living proof. And I would like to tell you a story to really help you to not lose hope. It all started when I was a child, actually. Many of you don't know yet that I'm an immigrant. I was raised in Kazakhstan until the age of 8. And I remember that every adult around me was working very, very hard. Work was a top priority in life. And whenever someone lazy came around, they judged them very hard. So I developed that mindset of, I don't want to be lazy because lazy means bad. And then we emigrated. We immigrated to Germany when I was 8. And, my family was very, very working hard in Kazakhstan and they just kept on working hard in Germany. They wanted to buy a house, they did. They had goals, they reached their goals, and they paid a high price for it. I guess they were very, very stressed out, but whenever I remember living in that house with people who are stressed out, I kind of thought this was normal to be stressed out all the time like my parents were. And so I wanted to be a hardworking person because I did not allow myself to be lazy. I felt very guilty being lazy, and so I set myself a very high goal. I wanted to be a successful singer. And I practiced as a teenager even. I practiced hours every day. I practiced singing so I would become a really, really good singer. And when it was 2004, I wanted to go to Hamburg and be a part of the music scene and become a successful singer, prove it to myself that I can make it. And I just wanted to be one of those super achievers who slept like 5 hours in the night, who always worked, who never took breaks, who made anything possible they wanted. Because I thought those people were not like the average people. I thought those people were just stronger than the average people. I thought they were smarter. I thought they just had this power in their body to keep going, and I just wanted to be like them. So whenever I started to feel like I need a break, I thought, oh no, I'm not one of these weak people. I'm one of those super achievers. I just need to keep going. And when I was in music scene in Hamburg, actually many people around me thought like that. They had this mindset of faster, working harder, just keep going, never take a break, sleep 5 hours a night. And so I was like encouraged to keep thinking this way. I really believed that being a super achiever and be successful meant never take breaks because it slows you down and makes you weak. And so at the age of 22, I was actually very successful. I was a young person, I was teaching at music schools, I was in several bands singing, I was even a background singer in a famous band. I had many opportunities, recorded vocals in recording studios for a CD who got a golden record. I slept in 5-star hotels, touring in Germany, Austria, Switzerland. I was on TV, on DVDs. That was like the dream come true. I was so proud of myself. My parents were so proud of me, and it looked so amazing on the outside. I was very confused when I started to feel sad, because I thought, why would I feel sad living such an amazing life? And I just ignored it. I thought, oh, that's like signs of being weak. I'm not weak. I mean, it's really funny to think about that, but I really, really believed that. And so after I ignored my emotional overwhelm, like becoming sad and like becoming a little depressed too, I still ignored it, then my body started to give me signs. I got sick more often. My immune system was not that good anymore. I was tired, but still didn't take a break. I just ignored every sign my body gave me because it knew much more than myself or much more than my brain that I needed to stop that. And then something happened at the worst timing ever in the middle of a tour in the tour bus. I had my very first panic attack. It was literally minutes before we got to the venue and wanted to do the sound check. I was in the tour bus having this panic attack. I did not know what it was. I just thought, I'm dying now, because I could not breathe in anymore. I was so confused and shocked that I could not breathe in. It was like blocked from here on. It was like I lost the ability suddenly to breathe. And I was very, well, fortunately, my bandmates helped me. I could also stay in the hotel room this evening, and a doctor came and gave me pills. And when I took that pill, I was very, very happy. It was like walking on pink clouds, having a smiley face all the time. I was so happy. I thought I was the happiest person on earth. And so the next day, I took another pill because I wanted to have that feeling again. And I think it was pure luck that I did not get that feeling. I was lucky that I chose to not take another pill. I threw them away, and because I did not want to get addicted to pills. But I knew that I don't want to have such a panic attack again. It was so traumatizing for me. And I knew that I needed to change something. And I made a radical choice for my health. I took a high risk because I thought my health is the top priority now. I needed to heal. I needed to get out of that burnout circle. And I stopped everything. I stopped in the middle of the tour. I got out of every band. I knew that nobody would hire me after that story, because if you're stopping everything in the middle of a tour, you're not professional. But my health was much more important to me at that time. I took the last money I had in my bank account and I moved from Hamburg to the countryside, where I finally made the choice to listen to my body and where I finally found the peace and the silence to heal. Well, so I was forced by my body to listen to it, and I am very grateful for it, because it was a tough time. Yes, it was. But if you are forced to be with yourself, it's actually a gift. You are forced to listen to your body, not only to your body, but also to the voice inside, to your intuition, and to just develop a skill of listening to your intuition, telling you what you need. And I believe that the body knows more than the brain. I believe that we all should listen more to the body because it's quite intelligent. And that is what I learned by being stressed out, and I am very, very grateful for this lesson, because I have never felt so free than when I started to listen to myself and really started to make choices that are more for myself and not what anyone expected to do for me. So when you are burned out, you are stressed out, you need to reconnect to yourself. And the best way is to take a break, close your eyes, and really allow yourself to relax. This is what I have learned, and this is what I can just share with you, because actually it's a gift when you are burned out, because you have the possibility, the chance to connect to yourself, to your intuition, and make better choices in your life, and say fuck it to all those expectations from the outside, and live a life that you plan, live a life that you want to live. I hope this story helped you. I hope you find some time for yourself today to just relax and listen to your body, to yourself. Don't ignore the signs, because your body wants to help you and it knows what's good for you. If you're in a state where you search for something where you can relax deeply, a relaxation technique, you can just comment Sing and Relax. I'm more than happy to give you a link to a free singing meditation, so you can just try for yourself if this helps you too, and just relax deeply by using your voice. It only takes 10 minutes. You don't need to be a singer, like I said. Yeah. And just comment, don't hesitate. I'm wishing you a relaxing day, and may you find the time for yourself to connect to your body and to your soul.